Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. My name is Ahmad Anwar bin Ishaq and my matric number is 259251. His book influenced on modern Eastern and Western military thinking and business tactics. It has also been applied to modern business and managerial strategies. Next is management theory and concept. As we all know that Sun Tzu has published the Arts of War books, the book explains about the strategies that being used by him in order to win every war that he entered. The book consists of 13 chapters. Chapter 1, Laying Plans, explores the 5 fundamental factors: the way, seasons, terrain, leadership, and management. By thinking, assessing, and comparing this point, a commander can calculate his chances of victory. In business management, top management or a leader need to calculate his chances in order to produce a new product in a new market. Chapter 2, Waging War, explain how to understand the economy of warfare and how success requires winning decisive engagement quickly. It is how a business leader or top management limiting the cost of competition and conflict in a new market. Chapter 3, Attack by Stratagem, define the source of strength as unity, not size, and discuss the 5 factors that are needed to succeed in any war. In order of importance, these critical factors are attack, strategy, alliances, army, and cities. In this chapter, it can relate to management process, which is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling in achieving the objective of the organization. Chapter 4, Tactical Disposition, explain the importance of defending existing position until a commander is capable of advancing from those positions in safety. It teaches commanders the importance of recognizing strategic opportunities and teaches not to create opportunity for the enemy. So for chapter 4, it discusses about how a business or a leader need to create opportunities to our own organization, not to the enemy or the competitor. Chapter 5, Energy, explain the use of creativity and timing in building an army's momentum. In management, a leaders or top management need to send or train their staff if they are lack of skill in order to achieve the organizational goals. Chapter 6, Illusion and Reality, explain how an army's opportunities come from the openings in the environment caused by the relative weakness of the enemy in a given area. So in this chapter, it discusses about how we use the weakness of the competitors or the enemy as our strength in order to achieve our organizational goals. Chapter 7, Maneuvering, explain the danger of direct conflict and how to win those confrontations when they are forced upon the commander. In this chapter, it explains the danger of direct conflict and how a leader need to take an action to win those confrontations when they are forced by the top management. Chapter 8, Variation in Tactics, focuses on the need for flexibility in an army responses. It explains how to respond to shifting circumstances successfully. For example, in business management, if the plan or strategies that been used is not or cannot be accomplished, so the staff or an employee need to shift to another plan or other alternative way in order to achieve the organizational goals. Chapter 9, The Army on the March, describe the different situation in which an army finds itself as it moves through new enemy territories and how to respond to this situation. So in this chapter, it explains about how we enter a new market and then how we use to respond and understand about the new competitor in the new market. Chapter 10, Terrain, look at the 3 general areas of resistance, distance, danger, and barriers, and the 6 types of ground position that arise from them. In this chapter, it explains about how we understand the threat that come from the enemy or competitors. So we need to arrange new strategy in order to defend ourselves and to protect ourselves in the new market area. Chapter 11, the 9 situation. Describe the 9 common situations or stages in a campaign from scattering to deadly, and the specific focus that a commander will need in order to successfully navigate them. In this chapter, a top management or a leader really play an important role in order to navigate their subordinate to achieve the organizational goals. Chapter 12, the attack by fire, explain the general use of weapons and the specific use of the environment as a weapon. This section examines the 5 targets for attack, the 5 types of environmental attack, and the appropriate response to such attacks. In Chapter 12, it discusses or explains the importance of leaders in making a decision. Leaders need to wisely choose a decision in order to win the war. Lastly, Chapter 13, the use of spies, focuses on the importance of developing good information sources and specifies the 5 types of intelligence sources and how to best manage each of them. In this chapter, it discusses about the importance of developing good information sources in order to achieve the organizational goal and how a management or a top leader manage them wisely in order to win every competition that they enter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Sir Izam Shah. My material number is 257197. Okay, we move on to the application of Sun Tzu theory in management. Okay, the first one is win all without fighting, meaning that capturing the market without destroying it. Since the goal of business is to survive and prosper in the industry, so what they must do is they're using a low key approach, such as going into the market that are underserved, meaning that no product or area has been focused by other competitors, or by using subtle and indirect approach, such as improving our product, meet the customer demand, and also doing some research and development. It should not draw or await competitors' attention or response, such as price attack. It has shown that quickest price attacks shown the quickest and most aggressive response from competitors, as well as leaving the market drain of profit. For an example, Samsung, they are not changing their price, but what they do is improving quality of their device or product and keep up with the customer demand. Okay, we're going to the next point is strength and attack weakness. Strike at competitors' weakest point. Okay, what we must do is focusing on competitors' weakness, evaluate their value chain and identify their weaknesses and attack it, such as improving our company's area that competitors do not have the strength to do it. Avoid doing what other competitors have been doing successfully, using approach like entering new market, create new product, utilize first mover advantage when possible. That meaning entering the market area that no other industry yet. For example, Walmart, they're focusing on area which can gain market share. We move on to the third point, deception and foreknowledge. Maximize the power of market intelligence. To seek and exploit competitor weakness, it requires a deep comprehensive of their executive strategy, meaning that we need to know what strategy are they doing, what are research they are doing for improving their product and improving their company, and also what the approach they will be used when they are entering the market. It is crucial to understand competitive and industry trend occurring in the market environment, because it allows us to make a better decision making on which market to enter, and to when we already enter the industry or market, and how to battle it. It is critical to keep the strategy from competitors from them to utilize it, meaning that we must use the deception. Deception meaning that is we must keep our strategy low approach, meaning that do not expose too fast or too slow when we want to implement the strategy, because when the competitors know our strategy, they will react to it. They will, if our strategy is good enough, they will utilize it and they will use it for their strategy. Okay, the fourth one is speed and preparation. In an avoided battle, move swiftly to overcome competition. Must be able to make a quick decision and react quickly, but with preparation. This means by reducing the time for your company to make decision and faster than competitors. Develop and launch product and service before competitors initiate first. Let's make an example here is a car company or a phone company. They both have a same feature or same spec, so one of them must be enter the market before others, because once the competitors enter the market, and they also selling the same product. If we late, then we got no opportunity to perform in the market. And other than that, it also important to identify potentially competitor reaction following your attack. Okay, for example, if we already launched our product, and we must identify or acknowledge what our competitor will doing after we launch our attack or product. For example here, Walmart, they are entering non-focus area by competitors. Meaning that is Walmart entering rural area, is out of the town, where their competitors are focusing on the city. Okay, the next point is shape your opponent. Strategize to understand competitors' strength and weakness. It is really necessary to acknowledge our competitors on how they are attracting customer, what strategy they are doing, what value they are offering, and what make their product distinct from the others, and also what make their product so special. Okay, by analyzing this every element such as market, location, facility, how they operation, brand and price, it makes our company easily to access to invaluable information about all the competitors. For example here, if all the competitors selling similar product and there is no demand for it, then by us selling similar product just like competitors, it will be useless. The key here to highlight on is a differentiation or distinction. Alright, we coming to the last point is the character-based leadership. Emphasize the importance of effective leadership. Sun Tzu referred this as a Tao. Tao impact all levels, meaning that in organization, the leader, when the leader making decision, it will affect all the companies from the top to the bottom, all level. It takes a special kind of leader to implement this strategy concept and maximize the tremendous potential of employee. Sun Tzu described the many traits of preferred type leaders such as intelligence, credibility, courage, and strict decisive. Leaders should be carefully study situation on the ground and put his or her need after those of employee. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Muhammad Badrul Muhammad Fuad. My matric number is 255817. Okay, as we know, the classic work of Sun Tzu is described as a collection of brief aphorisms or quotes meant to be flexibly adapted to a wide range of potential circumstances. Has been interpreted by modern business people as an attitude or adaptive opportunism. So there is 4 contributions that I list from the scholar, which is employee motivation, strategic planning, leadership, and the last one is situation appraisal. Okay, the first contribution of Sun Tzu is employee motivation. Sun Tzu said, "Treat your men as you will own beloved son, and they will follow you into the deepest valley." The leader is taught by Sun Tzu is to treat his followers as they were his own children. A modern manager adopting this idea of Sun Tzu will display profound concern for his subordinate career and well-being, encouraging them to superior success. Corporate mission and strategies in business organization must be designed to create sense of pride, belonging, and purpose in the personal mission of employees in order for them to work and share the goal. So many organizations do this by giving material rewards such as a rise, a yearly bonus, or reward of recognition such as promotion or delegated responsibility. Okay, second contribution is strategic planning. Sun Tzu said, "Is one knows the place of time that coming battle, his troop can march 1,000 li and fight on the field." Sun Tzu teaching is very clear that to adapt policy to be successful, managers should have a high degree of versatility to deal with the shift in environmental instability. Strategy can be interpreted as a creating protection against competitive force or taking a position into the market where the forces are weakest. So, it means corporate manager and strategists must go deeper and try to determine the competitor strategies and plan in order to obtain a complete understanding of the environment which they are competing in. By understanding this, a more effective business plan can be created, taking into consideration the trends and demographic target in the environment. For the leadership, Sun Tzu said, "The side that has superiors and subordinate united in purpose will take the victory." Leadership in the art of war is considered to be one of the most significant, essential elements. Exceptional leaders will mobilize their force, set rules, and lead their people to victory. Leadership is more about developing vision and strategies than trying to motivate and inspire the subordinate to follow and achieve them. In order to drive employees to work at high levels, a leader needs to lead with action and not just in words. The last one is situation appraisal. To understand and defeat your competitor, you must do a very deep level of research and analysis. In order to achieve a full understanding of the world in which they are competing, corporate managers and strategists must go deeper to try to assess the tactic to plan of the rival. By understanding this, a more effective business plan can be created, taking into consideration the trend and demographical target within the environment. This reiterates Sun Tzu points, which is knowing the enemy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fatini binti Yaakob and my metric number is 256253. The first criticisms of Sun Tzu Art of War in management theory is there is no empirical validations on the theory itself. It means there is no demonstrations of accuracy in testing upon real business operations. The theory have no systematic observations and research applying the theories in business environment. The theory are based solely on informations and scholar research only. There is no evidence in the success of the theory applications. This means by that the Sun Tzu Art of War in management theories, the theories remain as a theories, where because there is no evidence to what extent the theory can be successful in business operations. The second criticism is that the theories only applied on specific business case study. The theories were only tested on specific and limited business applications. The business applications that were tested on is situation appraisal, strategy control, and strategy implementations. More large-scale statistical validation remain absent. This means that the theory were only tested in the business applications that focus on the company strategy itself. The third criticism is on the inconsistency of war mode and business operation. This study describes how various factors arise at different phases of corporate level and business levels, which require a unique set of critical factors that represent the art of war. The next point is the conceptions of war is irregular to the principles of business. The applications of theories are based on war environment, while as business environment operates quite differently. This means that the present business environment operate not in the same way as the war era. The next criticisms and the last criticism is the theories are not cross-cultural applications. The theories are mainly focused on organizational and business behavior internally and externally. It does not center on employee station or employee behaviors as factors and toward the principle itself. Theories are more holistic on situational factors or power of the situations. This means that Sun Tzu theories fit on strategic situationalisms and not employee-based observations, only minimum focus on employees, which are on the motivation. As for the conclusion in Sun Tzu Art of War, sometimes strategy correction is required in order to fit in the current business situation. Sun Tzu theories in situation appraisal, strategic formulations, evaluation, implementation, as well as strategic control has significant influence on the company key success factors. Theories can continue to be very useful in business operations through internal and external environments, which emphasize more on swiftness, adaptability, and the deceptiveness of the business environments. Mean by swiftness is that how the company operate quickly in the present business environment, while adaptability, how the company can adapt to the change in the industries, and deceptiveness is how the company can manipulate the situations to its favors. And the last is that if the company wants to change, they need to react to the changing situations and must make amends to do so that the company can be successful in the futures.